Yeah, alright guys. Let's see what we can find out. Shit. Alright, at the bottom of the deck, we actually have the Nine of Cups. Somebody is feeling really I guess let me not say motivated, but they're feeling really good about what they're saying. Um yeah, somebody's out of options because there's a slow burning tower. You guys remember Tetris? Tetris, I really love Tetris, but Tetris was one of the first video games like I've ever played, and that thing still gives me anxiety. Like this, you could see it's about the next block is going to take the whole thing down. It's gonna be game over. Um, yeah, somebody's feeling backed against the wall. You know, in regards to money, their money is looking funny. You know, they don't have too much money on them, and they're looking like they're living paycheck to paycheck. You know, with this piece of mail in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? Or they probably just got a message about something like a bill that's really, really gonna take a toll on their finances for the month. Um, yeah, but this is somebody who I'm guessing they're over the sadness. It's either the worst of the sadness is hitting them or they're completely over the sadness and they're numb at this point. They're trying to numb with some kind of, I'm guessing, drugs. Yep, they're over. Yeah. Look, they're in a prison of their own making. Like my 700-pound life. Like, you think about it, they're prisoners of their home. They're on house arrest. Yeah, and they can't hold on to anything that they have. The Four of Pentacles, nothing that they can't hold on to any single dollar right now. Angels are cutting holes in their pockets. Yeah, this is the second card. Saying that they're numb or feeling like, you know, their ancestors have abandoned them. They feel this way because somebody else is not suffering from anxiety. So let me get this straight. Someone's happiness is being affected by someone else being happy. So you basically saying that what one person does makes the other person shit, apparently. Because how does one's happiness affect another person in a negative way unless you're just a happiness hater or a bitter Betty or a Donnie Downer or a fucking piece of shit. Period. Dog. Rat. What you call it, like, bottom of the barrel. Worm shit. Like, you gotta be the bottom of the barrel to hate other people's happiness because happiness comes from God. That means you hate God. God is love. God is happiness. All right, so we see that this is somebody who's an air sign in their negative aspect where they're using people around them to manipulate other people to get their way and possibly saying the nastiest things. Possibly a male, somebody who works in the legal system or some kind of paper pushing government job. Yeah, this. I second that. It's more than likely a police officer or somebody, definitely in a government job. We're talking about enforcers of some kind. So police officers, detectives. Um, we're talking about FBI, CIA, national security, that sort of thing. Alright. Yeah, somebody's gonna be forced to walk away. So it's looking like somebody's lost their job. Yep, somebody's okay, so it looks like they were on their way out already, but like their department. Okay, what I'm getting is that their department that they were working in, this guy was bringing too much attention to the underground shit that they're doing in that department, so they sacrificed this one person because they were pretty much the problem. So they lost their job. I'm guessing something came to a standstill. Yeah, they're not feeling overburdened, but in the worst way because they have hungry mouths to feed. I'm seeing these little flames upside down like piranhas. You know, they look like fish waiting with their mouth open to me. Yep, so things are not going how they want. Let me see, what else? Yeah, some, one, two, three, four, something's coming into alignment. Okay, spiritual alignment is happening. Regardless of whether this person wants it to happen or not. This card wanted to come out. Yeah, this is karma. You can see they were taking a dangerous, like, gamble, even attempting to do what they were doing, because they thought they had more options than they did, and now they're anxious because it's over. It's game over, and they're facing death of some sort. If it's not physical death, it's the very least death of their finances. Okay, like, they can't even provide for their family, as you can see. They're trying to hold on to the happy family image. It's an image. This is an enforcer with, like, kind of person, but he's not as macho as he tries to make it off. Like, he probably has some kind of inferiority complex, whether it's because his penis is small, or like he feels like he has to be perfect in every other area of his life to make up for that, like, major deficiency. So, and he also feels like he needs to put down other men who he might feel would be he might potentially feel, based on their energy, more testosterone riddled than they are. We could see that their wife pretty much had them as some kind of cuck. She was the one running the relationship, whoever this was. Wow. Yeah, they have no confidence. They're unhappy, bitter. I mean, shit, I get it. Yep, Five of Pentacles. And they're about to be bitter and broke. They don't know what to do. Well, golly. That's not for me. I know that for a fact. They gotta start to, yeah, they're juggling their finances. They gotta figure out a way to stop creating death for everybody, to stop destroying everybody else's lives. They need to stop being a problem at everybody else's expense. And nobody is stopping this monster. This is how they even got out of control in the first fucking place. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's gotta step in and stop the monster. Alright. Yep. Okay, so there's definitely gonna need to be a third party interjection. Somebody is partying, though. I would say somebody's happy. Happy and happiness and joy. Even though they're not really feeling so confident about, like, they're hiding how they really feel. Like, they're not confident about everything. That's why there's a third person involved. So this guy is unhappy in his marriage, and because of that, he's involved a third person, and he's pretty much just taking the risk to get some excitement in his life because he feels like his shit is fucked up. Yep. And he's stalking people behind a fake social media profile. This guy is somebody who does not mind sleeping for cash, a gigolo of some sort. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is somebody that's hardworking, so I guess this is a hardworking gigolo. Yeah, they were trying to be a porn star, or they might be a porn star of some sort. Because we're seeing, I'm focusing on the flashing boob. I don't know, man. But they're very anxious about it. They're not happy about their job. I don't know. This might be a police officer that moonlights as a prostitute, a gay prostitute at night. I don't know who the fuck they are. Yeah, 10 of Swords. It's over. Thanks for coming. Oh, wait. Usually I draw another card for you guys out of another deck, but I don't have access to that right now. So you guys are just going to have to do... Oh, let me see. It says, doubt me. Just sit back and watch me prove your ass wrong flawlessly. That's the card. You're welcome.